Hello everyone, it's me again, 99 aka No Brainer. Welcome to another Star Wars Destiny episode. Continuing the trend of trying to find decks that can blow someone up very quickly, here's a Veers double TIE pilot deck, which runs a lot of cards that want to blow someone up very early, and I think I'm just going to mull basically everything. I'll keep the holdout blaster just in case I don't draw another upgrade, but that's unlikely, but I'll do that for now. We'll see. Cannon fodder promotion. Oh, I got a good logistics start here, so I might be able to get something good out of this. This deck, like the Qui-Gon one before, is all about blowing people up very quickly. You actually have the possibility of 10 maximum damage per turn. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, he beats me. Let's see what his battlefield is. He chooses the Imperial Armory. Okay, well that actually works for my ends as well. Generally, his deck is generally a bit slower, which is strange that he's got Unkar. This might be an interesting type of deck, though. I haven't seen before against Starscream. Up against a Death Trooper, Stormtrooper, and an Unkar after all. So I'm going to get to choose shields, and I'm definitely going to take them on each pilot. After your opponent rolls resource makes after one, yeah, okay. I know what that does. So let me just immediately go and play a holdout blaster on this TIE pilot and roll him out. Now I'm playing on this TIE pilot specifically because the holdout blaster then can't be removed if it rolls a damage, right? And it doesn't, it rolls a shield. But I also just got the +3, which unfortunately needs an upgrade for it. Imperial Inspection. Okay, this is this time kind of deck. Alright, good to know. I'll roll out this, sure. See if I get a resource. I did get a resource, that's nice. Alright, so his type of deck is definitely I'm going to do a very small amount of damage, but using Imperial Inspection and Salvage, I'm going to just choke you out of damage yourself. So that's what I fully expect is going to happen here. I'm going to roll out this TIE pilot. Another blank. I was hoping for something so that I could activate this +3 off of, then I could get the resources going smoothly. My opponent has rolled a resource and he can't activate Salvage Stand because I don't have a resource to discard. The perfect trap. I'm going to discard cannon fodder here and re-roll all of the dice that isn't that one resource, see if I can get a grey. Another resource, another +2, not a grey, but it is a focus, I guess. +2 and a +2, okay, those aren't damage sides. Alright, so I think I can logistics. I think I'll just logistics to get one of those, turn the other one to a 2 grey, and then resolve 7. That seems like a good choice here. So I'll logistics one of these dice, get 2 resources. Now the cool thing is, because I've got both TIE pilots die out, you can't remove this dice or this dice, which is very nice. Rolled a blank. Okay, well now I can change the other one to the 2, and specifically because of my TIE pilot die, he cannot remove these 2 dice at the very least. So at the very least I'm going to get 4 damage off here. And he has not been able to roll enough disrupt to stop me. Focus! 2 damage, 1 disrupt. Okay, he did manage to disrupt the holdout blaster after all. So good for him on there, I guess. But now I resolve my 5. I'm going to resolve 5 into the Death Trooper. Now, I perhaps should have resolved it into Unkar because of Unkar's special ability and potential spots with Electroshock and stuff, but I'm not too worried about the removal, I guess. I just don't want him to have a character with 3 greys on that sitting there, you know? Alright, so he's going to be able to do 4 to me, sure. I will accept that as a fine thing, but I can claim and put down the holdout blaster right now, which is exactly what I shall do. Claim Imperial Armory for a holdout blaster, which uses up the 1 resource I had. So we can't resolve that disrupt very easily at all. Alright, this is going to be 4 myself into the Veers. I don't have quite as much damage as him, I don't think. Well, the health as him, I don't think. Well, then I've got 8, 16, and the 9, which is 25 to his 27 actually. So yeah, I'm a bit lower on the pure health front here. Do I keep the promotion? Sure, I'll keep the promotion. Draw 2. Alright, got Battle Formation, which allows me to reroll red die. Got DH-17 Blast Pistol, got promotions. This is all looking pretty decent here. So let's start playing upgrades on people, getting people built up here. 1 for the Blaster Pistol. He's got an event that costs 1 or less. Well, he's going to get a choice. Either lockdown or battle formation. He gets rid of battle formation, of course, because lockdown is kind of worthless to me. Specifically because I already own the battlefield and I'll probably not ever be losing it. So let's roll out the Veers. I don't want to put promotion on Veers, so I'm okay with rolling him out like that. And that's 3 damage, you know. It's pretty good. Pretty good early damage. Of course, I'm going to have to roll out a TIE Fighter to prevent him from being able to stop me doing that much damage. But he rolled 2 himself. Alright. Well, now I can roll out this TIE Fighter. I don't want to really use up my resource so much in case Imperial Inspection goes off, then I can put the blast pistol back up, but I just rolled a +2, so this is looking at 6 damage right here, so Unkar's now going to roll out. He got 2 focus sides. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate for him, but let's resolve all of this then. So let's resolve the 5 into that Death Trooper to kill him, and because Unkar is activated, he doesn't get to do redeploy on anything, so that was a mistake on his part, because you can absolutely put a gun on Unkar, and let's do the 1 into the Unkar. I'm thinking that maybe I shouldn't have, because with the Stormtrooper dead and Unkar the only one left, it's very difficult for him to actually do damage, but I think he's okay with that. Discarded friends in low places to re-roll both of those focuses, even though he could get whatever he want as a result. And he rolled the resources. So that's 3 resources. I lose that resource, but it's unlikely that he'll be discarding to re-roll for a discarding to re-roll and get in a disrupt. So I can afford to do some stuff here. 3. I can afford to do 1 discard here. Because he's gonna have to resolve that 3 first. So I'll do 1 discard. Perhaps should have the both +2s. That's unfortunate. Perhaps I should have done a. Okay, he's taking the resources. I was gonna say perhaps I should have discarded promotion instead. That way, if he did the Unkar ability, he'd have a 1 in 2 chance of getting the. That way he'd have 1 in 2 chance of hitting the lockdown, and so wouldn't get the 1 resource from Unkar's ability, but he decided not to do that. Endless ranks for 5, brings the Death Trooper right back up. That's a problem. And this is why you don't attack the Death Trooper first, because Endless ranks has the highest amount of healing in that as a result of that. Should have seen that coming. Disrupt, he'll be able to Imperial Inspection that, Imperial Inspection something back to my hand. The Holdout Blaster, yeah, okay, so this has gone pretty badly there. Yes. Discard 2 of these, don't need all of these. Draw 4. The best defense, 2 tactical masteries in the Holdout Blaster. The best defense is nice, however, the 2 tactical masteries I don't think I'm going to need very much. Start by rolling out the General Veers. Well, maybe I Holdout Blaster the General Veers, and then, General Veers dies, so the Holdout Blaster, I could move the Holdout Blaster on someone else. Yeah, I'll Holdout Blaster first. Even though it costs me both the resources that I would need to use for preferably for a tactical mastery. So I could tactical mastery a TIE pilot out once I got a grey on this guy, which I didn't. I didn't get any greys at all. Alright, training comes out on Death Trooper. Not the best situation involved, all things considered. No, I should take that resource before anything bad happens. Yeah, take the resource now, I can always best defense. So that way I don't lose the Veers here. And he rolls the Disrupts, which brings back the Holdout Blaster. Fortunately, I already used the dice, but also he now has Disrupts for my resources. Cheeky. Well, I could spend 1 resource to replay Holdout Blaster over the promotion. That's not too terrible of a choice, really. Let's do that. Let's discard promotion for the Holdout Blaster again, which gives me an extra action, which I shall use to roll out the TIE Pilot. Oh, it went from the to the blank. I lose that resource. It looks like I am gonna lose the Veers soon. He doesn't have a resource for that right now, but I will be losing the Veers very soon. So let's discard the weapon placement. It's 3 resources, is really good source of damage to activate all of my blue dice. So it was a really stupid idea to actually discard that, but I've discarded that now. So let's re-roll and try and find something better. I wanted to maximize my chance of graze, which is why I rolled both Veers dice there. I can at least get 4 damage off. So yeah, this is why you kill Unkar first. Discard at random. Lost tactical mastery, he gains one resource. This is why you kill the Veers first. One resource, he could totally tactical mastery kill the Veers and win off of that, and I can't afford to let that risk go. So this is immune to being dealt, so I can just resolve the 2 damage Veer dice now to Unkar. And there we go. I'm leaving the rest of it so that I can activate off the TIE pilot and the blaster pistol if those roll into graze. There we go, now he kills Veers. Of course he didn't even need that, he just needed to kill Veers. Right, so he didn't even need the tactical mastery that I was talking about. Now I can roll out this TIE pilot. Rolls the resource and the shield, not exactly what I want. Rolls the blank and the +2. I can gladly take that resource though. But since I've got a grey, this is a great time to actually do something. Let's discard the best defense, tactical mastery right now. And let's re-roll both of these. I want to get as much damage out as possible right now. I'm really far behind. Yep, well, there goes that. Sometimes you take the rerolls and they just don't work, but I'm really far behind as a result of going for the Death Trooper first. It was a big mistake to go for Death Trooper first. Let's throw 2 into the Unkar here. It was a big mistake to not go for the Unkar first. He's going to claim off of that. Alright. Keeps the battlefield away from me. I can take the shield, or I can do a risky reroll. I'm just going to take the shield onto this guy. And I'm going to keep the best defense. Okay, we have them now is great if I had controlled the battlefield, but I do not know. But I no longer control the battlefield, so that's not great. So great. I have Wingman though, which is very nice. Which will mean I can start activating very quickly. Stormtrooper rolls in. Double blank. Wingman goes down to 0. Death Trooper rolls in. 2 1s, not very much damage. Now I can roll out the TIE pilot. Did not get any of my upgrades either, which is a bit annoying, but oh well. But now, all of my dice that show damage are forever immune to from being removed. We have them now, allows him to turn 4 of his dice to size whatever size he wants. Alright, and I can deal 3 damage to remove up to 2 dice. And I can also suppress. I will best defense here to deal 3 damage to this guy to remove 4 damage worth of dice. And then I'll take 4 on this guy. Honestly, probably should have suppressed instead. No. This guy, well, I'll play logistics, actually get that resource. I need as much resources as I can get. Of course, I'm going to lose them all while I'm Unkar. Why did I do that? That was probably a mistake. Blank and the +2, which allows him to remove one of those 2 resources. But I can at this point discard a suppression and re-roll both of these dice because I want the potential chance of getting the focus side. Both blanks still. Okay. Well, I've done absolutely nothing this turn, which is a big problem for me. +2 again. Alright, let's discard this. I can't afford to keep this in my hand right now. It's a lot of damage, but I just can't afford to keep it. I need to look for... and then he's going to claim the battlefield when there's absolutely nothing I can do. Of course. It keeps him in control of the battlefield. Draw 5. I have 4 resources now at least, and there's my Imperial Discipline and my Weapon Placement. Weapon Placement, as I said before, it's a great card, absolutely great card. It has all those grey sides, and I shouldn't have got rid of it in the first place. Should never have got rid of it. So let's play that out now. The 3. Can't be removed at all, basically. So I should have done that in the first place. This was a big mistake for me not to have done that. The 1 disrupt and the 1 damage. 1 disrupt, removing the holdout blaster. Okay. This Imperial Inspection has got rid of about 8 resources worth of stuff for me right now, which is not fun, if I may say so myself. Let's roll out the TIE pilot here. I can't afford to spend my resource to play another upgrade here. I need to save the best defense so that this guy TIE pilot doesn't die. And of course, I'd rolled nothing, basically. Of course, if he rolls out Unkar right now, then he gets to disrupt. Rolled a lot of disrupt. Okay. Well, I'll roll out the weapon placement right now, and then I can battle formation and hopefully roll off into something better. Two for a resource, not perfect, but I guess it'll do. My opponent's going to have more than enough to kill off this TIE pilot, though. There's going to be nothing I can do about that, so... I need to lost my resource, of course. Let's battle formation here, which allows you to reroll 2 dice. The +2 and the 1 resource. Okay. Well. My turn. Well, I have 2 turns, so I can resolve the resource and then resolve all of this damage together. Now you can disrupt it. Alright, so not the best idea in the world. 3 more damage into the Unkar. I get a turn at least of discarding and rerolling, so let's discard this best defense, reroll this, see if it gets into anything that's not costing. I have the 2 for a cost once more. I have a 1 in 3 chance getting something I want off of this. But whilst he's just going to go for as much damage as possible. Alright, you got... Alright, that's 5 damage there. Well, I'll discard the Holdout Blaster, reroll this. So I'll discard... Anyway, there's 2 actual damage to kill off the Unkar. Question is, do I want to take that? Okay. There's the Electroshock to get rid of that, which means he doesn't have the resource to actually activate his Stormtrooper, which is funny. Well, and I get the pistol for free. Could have chosen the Discipline instead, but that's not as useful as the pistol, I don't think, in terms of just doing damage. Maybe it was, but it's not action. It's quite action intensive. Alright, just going to do 3 to kill off that TIE pilot then. So he lost 2 damage off of that Electroshock. Okay. Well, now I'm down to just a TIE pilot versus his entire lineup, so this is not looking good, especially when I've got so few cards left in the deck. So, this is not a good turn. Well, guys, I better play my Imperial Discipline. Oh, yeah. And he rolls 2 damage immediately, out of potential 4. Let's discard Wingman for the other Imperial Discipline. Oh, yeah. Now I don't have a resource to activate this off of, but to activate any of my other things off of, but oh well. And he's going to roll out his Death Trooper. Probably the end for this turn, for this game, should I say. That's 5 damage now. Let's roll out the TIE Pilot. Well, 2 resources and 3 damage. Not enough to kill Unkar, but you know, it's cool. Blanks and a resource. Okay. I can suppress to remove one of those dice, but I think he's going to wait a little while, do more damage first. Suppression only removes 2 damage anyway. Let's roll out the weapon placement, see what I get. 2 shields, okay. Well, I don't have to pay for that side at least. Yeah, discard reroll as I said he would. Resource, 1 damage, 2 damage. Will. Removes the blaster pistol die. Sure. Alright, well. I guess I take the 2 resources and the 2 shields, right? Although I should suppress just to prevent as much possible damage as possible. So let's suppression. Let's remove this to remove that. Prevents 2 damage. 3, yeah. Let's take my 2 shields. Now, if I claim my 2 resources right now, he disrupts them. If I don't claim my 2 resources, I can claim the battlefield, so I get to claim the battlefield either way, so I might as well just resolve these. So that he can't use his Unkar ability. There we go, and then I can claim the battlefield, get my blast pistol back again. I'm running dangerously low on cards. He gets fast hands, okay. Even though lockdown's worthless to me, because I need 2 red characters, I'm still taking it. Here are both my rocket launchers at this point, which is nice, I guess, but unreasonable. Oh, didn't get my blast pistol die. Alright, turn 1's gotta be rolling out the TIE pilots. The last card in my deck is really the second we have them now. So I can Imperial Discipline to get this to be a 2, to be a damage side. Much rather roll out the weapon placement, see what the weapon placement gets me, see if that gets me the grey that I need. It does, okay. So I have 5 damage showing. The unpredictables, which forces the reroll. 4 damage now showing, which costs both my resources, so he can fast hands. Removes the pistol, okay, well that was a blank side anyway. But he can fast hands to disrupt 1 resource off of that. But now I can't Imperial Discipline into damage anywhere. Normally I would continue playing this out, but I'm just going to concede because this game could take a while longer if you're with your rolls. This game could take a lot longer with your rolls here. I have no cards left. This is game, basically. But he's just not rolling the damage. Let's see if I can make not a stupid mistake this time. Well, it's all polishable. Alright, my opponent is bringing out a Palpatine deck. Well, my deck is supposed to be good at blowing shit up, so if I can blow up Emperor Palpatine immediately, that would be amazing. So I've got some good cards here for damage, so I'm gonna good upgrades for damage, so I'm gonna keep those 3, and I'm gonna redraw 2. Alright, there we go. Imperial Discipline is actually really, really good for this. It worked a bit low on damage, but it worked. Ew. Deck. Definitely a predator of mine, somewhat. Should have gone for Unkar first. I was an idiot. The reason why it's a little bit of a predator is the simple fact that Unkar, it's got that You know, it's got Imperial Inspection, and all of my upgrades really are not immune to it. So yeah, yeah, let you get. All right, both rolled a 5, which is interesting because Palpatine's pretty bad at taking the battlefield. I rolled a 4. I'm taking the Frozen Wastes, giving him the shields, specifically giving him the shields, um, because I actually think this will be much better for me than it would be for him. Despite the fact that this is Palpatine, I think this will be better for me, and he will be very surprised to learn that that's my belief. So I'm going to start by blaster pistoling, I think. Now, the reason why I think this might be better for me is that I don't want to give him an extra resource on Moisture Farm, because Moisture Farm is extremely deadly for someone who is always so resource deficient, although I did roll out, draw a Sith Holocron immediately. We'll start rolling out the TIE Pilots. I need to get the TIE Pilots out first so I can get out so that I have the immunity to removal. Alright, second action, Force Illusion. Okay, so he's going to be very tanky right now. Alright, that rolled a resource, so this TIE Pilot die can be removed. Okay, 2 resources and a double mill, so I better get Imperial Discipline out into the field immediately. Don't want to lose that. Now I get spread out the damage as I want, pretty much. Alright, trust your instincts. Reroll a number die. Alright, that makes sense. You don't want to really resolve a Palpatine die for just one. Alright, and now I can roll out my Veers. All of the range sides are immune to being removed here. That includes from cards like Frozen Wastes. Unfortunately, I just rolled a blank there. 2 into Veers, which means 2 into the TIE Pilot. Alright, so I do this to put the Veers to the 2 with its action. Now, does he want that 2 shields? He probably wants that 2 shields. Okay, he wants that 2 shields. This means I can take this resource with this TIE Pilot die just fine. I can resolve all of this, and then if he takes the 2 shields, I Frozen Waste. He's going to discard to reroll. Oh, he got the damage in the holocron. No. It's only my dice, so yeah. If I just claim right now, I stop 5 of his damage, but this is a lot of damage going into him. Split this up into 3s and 4s. A 3 and then a 4. Alright, he just takes all 5. So what the hell is he doing? So that's the 3. And then, okay, so he's going to Force Illusion the 4. That's what I thought he'd do. But then he was like, nah. Alright, well, one of them was definitely the Force Lightning, so that's good because of the Holocron. Feel your anger, isolation, and a rise again. Alright, I hit a rise again. That's good. Probably has premonitions or something, if that's the case. Does 3 into the Veers. Nope, put those both to 1. Now, I can claim here, but then he gets the Holocron out, so I should really play my upgrade first. So let's play a Blaster Pistol first for that resource. Maximize my action efficiency. Because of course he's going to get a Force Throw off of the Holocron. And then he's going to want to play the Holocron back, you see. So I'm maximizing my efficiency here. And now I claim the Frozen Waste. Of course I could have claimed a Moisture Farm from before. How am I supposed to know a 1-die character versus my 3? Let's discard these last 2. I really want to go into the big guns here early. Like we have them now in a best defense. Those are big guns. Those are very big guns. So I will immediately start by rolling out Veers in case the Palpatine just happens to roll out incredibly well. But then again, I do have a best defense for that. 2 resources. Okay, not great anyway. Lure of Power. Okay, interesting. Well, Best Defense, which will allow me to remove both of Palpatine's dice, which is very nice. Don't know who I'll take the damage on, though. And here's the TIE Pilot. Oh, also I should get my 2 resources. What the hell happened to that? That dice just fell. Yeah, whatever. Palpatine rolled a blank, a +2, and 2 specials. Okay, those specials are scary-ish. But he cannot remove my damage dice as long as I put this other TIE Pilot up there. So I can roll this other TIE Pilot out, and then he won't be able to remove my damage dice. Okay, Holocron comes in for the second Force throw. Does he spend the resource? He does. That was the +2. Alright, and now he can resolve that, but what can he resolve it on? The 1 shield. Alright. Veers still has damage left. Now, I can do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 this turn with we have them now, although that stops me from going Best Defense. I think that's worth it. I think that's worth it. The +2 for the third, and then for the fourth? Let's also do the +2. Well, actually, the problem with that, The problem with that, if he has some possible way, 6. Is there any possible way at all that he could kill me with damage in hand here? There isn't. I'm going to play it to the +2. This is going to be 11 damage here. Because the problem is, if he had a 4 strike, if a 4 strike worked, if a 4 strike, but for ranged, he could have easily killed off Veers there, or something else, you know, I had to really think about things. See if he had any ambush cards that would allow him to ambush and take a, yeah. There we go, 11 damage dealt, Palpatine's on 3. Good damage dealt, good damage dealt. We've both done 12 damage to each other. There's the deflect discard because I'm just really good against him. Alright, and now I can claim and remove this Palpatine dice, so it's not a threat no matter what. And that's why I took that battlefield. Discard everything except for the best defense because I might need it. Try and find that other, we have them now just in case. If not, oh, battle formation's nice here, and so is the second best defense. So, once again, I think I will, well, I now know that he has a deflect. That he had a deflect, but I think rolling out the Veers is still the best. Because if I roll out just one of the TIE pilots, that TIE pilot can also get deflected, but he has the potential to roll a 3 instead of a 2, which has the potential of just doing even more damage to me, you know? Like, Palpatine clearly has enough resources to, you know, play a Rise Again. So, yep, there's the Rise Again. That's what I thought. That's what I fully expected to have happened there, which heals him for 5. He mathed slightly wrong there. Alright, gonna get Force Lightning over the top of the Lure of Power or the Force Throw. I think he's gonna take it. Yep, he's taking away the Force Throw because he can't throw much. Simply can't throw much. Delete one of those. Alright. Well, I've got 3 damage showed here, but there's no way he can activate his character with an ambush ability, so I have time to TIE Pilot roll out. 2 and a +3. Okay, so this is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8 damage going into Palpatine, and he's 7. I've played Crib enough times to know that that's game. GG. There we go. Alright, so I can kill a Palpatine quicker than he can kill me with this deck. That's a good notice. A third, because this is only half as long as I expect this game to last. Alright, a third game it is. But that's why I chose Frozen Wastes, and he got a bit unlucky with the second turn. Palpatine can really be very, you know, roll heavy. You must think I'm boring doing the same deck over and over again, but that's how you test things, you know? Veers, pilot. Let's go. Oh, he's picking out his Kylo Vader. Alright. This is a deck I thought about making for a long time, but the problem is, every time I came to make this Kylo Vader deck, I would have no weapons. And then I would make it, and I'd be like, you know, if I used FN instead of Kylo, the deck would probably be better. You know, so it's like I have Kylo's lightsaber in there, which FN can't use, and maybe a lightsaber pike, and then all of these upgrades that FN can't use, and I'm just like, you know, he's still better to run than Kylo. But I think that's wrong, really. Like looking at it, that's absolutely not true. But if I just put in red, you know, then it would be potentially. Oh, actually, you know, I need to actually mulligan before I do all this. Weapon placement. I don't need weapon placement. Blaster pistol, sure. I'll get rid of the promotion. Nope. You two go there. Nope. There. All two. There we go. Alright, I got best defense. Alright, I guess. Alright, I got a launch. I got a rocket launcher though. I could go for a turn one rocket launcher myself. That'd be nice. Four to his two. Perfect. Okay, well, once more I'm taking Frozen Wastes as my battlefield because it's difficult for him to use it against me. And honestly, Emperor's Throne Room, I don't have specials, so you know, that's the problem. So let's turn one Blaster Pistol here. Well, actually, turn one I'll roll out Veers. Well, turn one I'll Blaster Pistol. Problem is, I want to try and get both TIE pilots rolling straight away. So let's put the Blaster Pistol on. Thing is, what target is he going to go for? He's clearly going to go for the Veers because Veers just has all of the dice. He rolled, both of his damage were the same. Both are one range damage, so I want to be rolling out my TIE pilots because Veers is clearly the better target because he has 2 dice with 9 health. Okay, that's the +3 for a resource. Nice, I guess. Gonna roll out the Kylo now. Flanking a 1 melee. Now, clearly my job is to kill off the Vader. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's roll out this other pilot, that way, oh, both of them are the +3 for a resource. Well, he can't remove either of those. And he's only got 3 damage showing right now. You know, let's remove the hood. This is a smart choice to do. So he discards a deflect. Deflect, such a primary removal skill, not usable against TIE pilots. Alright, he just rolled all of his damage for all of the resources in the world. That is 6 damage showing. Am I okay with that? 6 damage into Veers. Or I could take 3 onto the trooper to prevent 3 damage in total. But that wouldn't spend his resources. But surely he would have spent his resources by now otherwise, right? But that's also my one resource for the TIE pilot resolve. Am I okay with it letting him do 6 damage? I'm not at all okay with letting him do 6 damage. I'm gonna best defense. Best defense, remove both of those. 3 damage there. That feels really bad to do because I cannot activate either of these TIE pilots now. But I prevent damage. But he does get to kill off this TIE pilot in one turn. But if I hadn't done that, it would have been 6 damage plus the 2. Because really, I didn't prevent 3. I prevented 1 because you can still activate that 2. So I only prevented 1 damage, really. That was a waste of a best defense, wasn't it? Well, now I can resolve this to get a shield so that the TIE pilot doesn't die. That seems the smart choice to me. Keep the TIE pilot alive. Then again, a lightsaber thrower does cost a resource. You know, did lightsaber throw, then done 3, and that would have been 5 that you would have had to have left on the board anyway. So, wait, no, it's 6, not 7. What? All right, now I can roll out the Veers, I guess. All right, well, I got a resource there. I can activate both of these. I can still get off 7 damage this turn because of the logistics. So he throws in waste to get rid of this die, which makes, you know, a lot of sense. So discard rocket launcher, reroll both of these. Both rolled the +3 again. Discard battle formation, reroll these. Blank into focus. Well, I can focus to the +2, or do I focus? No, I focus to the resource. And then I logistics to take the 2 resources. And then I do 2 into that Vader. That was a really bad best defense. I'm difficult evaluating best defenses I'm finding these days, but I am annoyed this is not. There we go. Ugh. So that felt awful. I have Imperial Disciplines, I have Tactical Masteries, and I can also play the weapon placement. That's something. 4 speed comes down now, the first upgrade he's played. I'll roll out this TIE Pilot for now. That's +2, so I can Tactical Mastery the Veers if I need to. The 1 discard and the special. Yeah, I can Tactical Mastery the Veers. So do I hold up Blaster and then Tactical Mastery the Veers? I think I do. I think that's better than playing the weapon placement right now. So yeah, hold out Blaster for 2. Tactical Mastery for 1. And merge, please. Merge, please. There we go. Rolls out the Veers. And then I can activate, most probably activate this TIE Pilot before his death. Or, I guess not. Oh, I guess not, guys. I had a really good chance to do that, but I guess not. That was annoying. That was very annoying. 1 damage for 1 damage, I guess. Well, discard to reroll time, guys! I'm gonna also discard the TIE Pilot. Reroll the TIE Pilot, because he can roll better than that. Alright, I've got 6 there. If I claim that resource, that's a lot more than 6. The TIE Pilot die can be interfered with, though. It's only 1 TIE Pilot die now. If he wants to claim early to prevent that extra 3 damage, I'm okay with that. Thinking about that, think about that. Frozen Waste does remove this TIE Pilot die now. I've got to be worried about that. He does not seem to have a great answer for it. So he's going to Vibro Knife, which has Ambush. Okay, he is going to activate Kyle after all. He was just thinking. Alright. Yes, the other discard. Okay, and he's going to be able to take 2 actions after this. So he's going to be able to take 2 actions, discard, disrupt, and then remove my... Then claim the battlefield and remove my +3. That's going to be annoying. But I must go through that phase anyway, because I still think that's the best outcome for me. Of course, he might be discarding to reroll. He's going to take the 2 actions now. Discard the last 2 cards from my hand. And he's going to claim and remove the 3. That's what I thought he'd do. Still the best option possible for me, though. He only did 1 damage this turn. Then I can throw 6 into this guy. 1. Get 2 resources. And I'm lagging a little. Because of course I am. Alright, there's Wingman. Double cannon fodder. Interesting. Force Illusion now comes down on the Emo Vader. Makes sense. Well, Wingman, I might as well play it on the Veers. Wingman's the card where you want to put it on the character who is less likely to get attacked. Veers is more likely to get attacked, but at the same time, I don't really care because there's only 2 characters left. So as soon as one character dies, Wingman's useless anyway. So there's theory behind putting Wingman on a specific character when it's the 3 character list, but when it goes down to a 2 character list, it really doesn't matter. That's 5 damage right there. That's a lot of damage. You know, I can cannon fodder 2 of that, but there's no point. No reason to. I can play my promotion. That would be 5 onto the Veers. But I can promotion. Yeah, let's promotion Veers. Allows me to draw into a potentially better card. I drew Tactical Mastery. Okay, I was hoping for another upgrade here. Just start stacking the upgrades like crazy. But that's not what's happening. Alright, he's going to roll out Kylo, see what he gets. He gets the special again, and that's 3 resources. Okay, so he can do 5 damage and take the special. That's a lot of resources. A lot of resources involved. Because there's so many resources involved, I'm okay with not Tactical Mastering. I can always Tactical Mastery to claim the battlefield. Well, activating the TIE Pilot, which then also activates the Veers. More technically. Alright, I got 2 focuses. Okay, he's going to take 2 actions. Discarding to re-roll and see if he can just get a kill on this TIE Pilot, it looks like to me. Alright, well, he can't get a kill off no matter what. But he can get a kill off afterwards. Alright. I pressed the discard card button. There we go, cannon fodder for a 0. All of my cards are 0 though, so... Apart from the Tactical Mastery, of course. So I can Tactical Mastery both of my focus sides into 6 damage to kill off the Vader. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, so okay. Yeah, that actually really works. That works really well, actually. I'll have to spend an extra resource on this, but this works really well. So I can Tactical Mastery for a resource. Spend my first action to resolve both of these, to put that to the 2, and to put that to the 2 for a resource. Then I resolve these 2 first. That's enough to kill, so either he Force Illusions or he doesn't. He's going to Force Illusion. Cost me my extra resource, but he still dies. Double Force Throw and the Kylo Saber and the Holocron. Those are really good pulls. And then he dies anyway. And he loses the 5 melee damage. Whew, okay. With that 5 melee damage no longer on the board, that's so much safer. He should have resolved the 6. Should have resolved this. It was just so much less risky for him to leave that 6. It was so much more risky for him to go for the special immediately. Very greedy. If he had just gone for the 6 immediately onto the Veers or something, then he could have banked that, and then I wouldn't be able to do anything, because, you know, I did do a lot. Now I can claim Frozen Waste. That's the thing, right? Discard. Lost the lockdown. I don't mind just discarding both of my cannon fodders here. If he'd have activated... There's no reason not to resolve the 6 there when it was just all 6 on the board. What he was clearly wanting to do is get the special to hit 1 damage on the TIE Pilot, and then he could resolve the 6 next turn. But even if he'd been able to do that, I still would have killed him off. You gotta think about those things, you know? Alright, let's get rid of the hood again. Alright, so I've got Suppression, a Promotion, Battle Formation, Wingman, Weapon Placement. Alright, so nothing that useful here, so I can just go and roll immediately and then be looking towards trying to outspeed this one character setup I've got against me here. Rolls all 3 damage. It's not a lot. Roll 3 damage, not a lot. Why did I turn on the hood? Okay, feel your anger, which allows him to remove 2, and he's going to remove both of those. Alright, well, now my ranged damage dice are not immune. But I can battle formation here. Reroll. I'll do that. I'll battle formation, reroll both of these. Alright, that didn't work too well. That didn't work too well at all. Let's discard a wingman and reroll both of these. I mean, a resource could have stuck around for that one. Okay, back to what we was started. It's as if I had just passed. I ended up with the exact same dice as I did before. Oh, he played the Force Illusion. Okay. I thought he was paying just for the Feel Your Anger. Alright, well, I can take the resource, I guess. Okay, he can force speed, so he can take an action and then claim the battlefield, so I should take my damage now while I can. He's going to discard the top 3 to prevent that 3 damage, so that's fair enough. He's not really going to be punished heavily for that. Oh, lost the No Mercy and the Isolation, but the No Mercy loss is going to be a problem for him. He needs that burst damage to finish off my characters because he didn't resolve that 6 damage. Yeah, discard to reroll these 2, see if he can get something. 1 melee again. Well, he's going to resolve the 2 into the Veers for 3. Well, I can play the web emplacement and then spend longer on my turn. Or I can just claim right now, and that way I keep for the other, we have them now, so they're in my deck. I think I'll keep it for the we have them nows. I think I'm okay with this guy and the web emplacement and the promotion here. Just trying to get those we have them nows. In fact, the suppression as well can go. Let's just draw 5 more. There's the we have them now. There we go. So I can pay 2 for the holdout blaster, play the we have them now after I activate, and that should be game. I love Wingman. It's so good. It's so versatile of a card. You see, this deck is working so much better than the Qui-Gon Jinn Double Trooper. Okay, rolled a lot of blanks, but that's fine. Put on a Force Choke. Okay, well, this is basically game then. There's very little he'll be able to do about this, so we have them now. It's not a game over, though. It's not a game over, actually, though, because 2, I could go to 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I could go to 11, actually. That is game. I could go to exactly 11. Yep, let's go to exactly 11. 2, the 3 for resource. Oh, I did 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. Because I can't actually afford to do the 2 for a resource and the +3 for a resource. That is an actual game. It's 10 damage, not 11. But hey, I will gladly resolve 10 damage into him this turn. For that last resource. You see, this is why he beat me so heavily in the first game, because clearly I need all of these dice and then all of the resources to use all of these dice. But now he's got one health point. Oh, he got the rocket launcher for 3. Ah, that's annoying. And he's going to take 2 actions. He's going to discard, re-roll. What's he going to try and get? He's going to try and get the specials to do that again. No. He got +2 though. And the 1 mil. Okay. Oh, it's the second action. Of course, I forgot about the second action. What resource, okay. Well, I can claim right now for that 1 resource, but I think I'd rather take the shield and stuff. Maybe even... It's 1 damage. Discard to reroll, see if I can get that 1 damage. This has a focus, it's got a 1 in 6. Doesn't, but that's 1 damage. He needs to deal with that, and he re-rolled his shield side, so that should be game. GG. Alright. Much more happy with how this deck ended up by far than the Qui-Gon Jinn deck. I've also been playing this deck for longer though. I played it quite a few times before this. Just never had the chance to actually record this one. And it does work very well. Very, very powerful, scary deck. Not quite perfectly optimized. Not sure if I need the rocket launchers after all, because this deck does tend to be expensive, but I put the rocket launchers in because of Imperial Inspection. But then again, it turns out that that doesn't really matter. The rocket launchers are good cards. Well, see ya. It's been me, GameSlay99, aka No Brainer, signing off.